we're doing another Battlefront 2 live stream. So this is the first time I'm playing on Kashyyyk at nighttime, and this looks amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna be complimenting this map. If you notice I put rant in the title, that's because I'm gonna be ranting about microtransactions and what I think of them. Because you know that's some drama's been going down, or between the Reddit community and EA and DICE, the creators of Battlefront 2, about microtransactions. And now they removed them from the game right now, which I'm grateful. Like, it's better than nothing, guys. I'm gonna say, like, for all the people that are still complaining that they were in the game, at least they're not in the game now. So that it's better than nothing, alright? I'm gonna try to be grateful. At least we have this damn game. So enough of defending EA, because I think the idea of them putting microtransactions into a $60 or $80 game based on if you've pre-ordered the Deluxe Trooper Edition or not is ridiculous. Die. Yeah, there we go. So, and I'm also going to be talking about GTA and why I have not been playing the game recently. A lot of it has to do with microtransactions and how it's getting so severe in the game. It's almost unplayable. So sit back and for the next 30 minutes, most of it's going to be at least for me trying to hammer Rockstar, and also kind of a message how the loot crate system is a form of gambling, and in the U.S. it should be considered, because in other countries it is. In the U.S. I see the same thing. The loophole is you're still getting something no matter what. But I'm saying though, you may be getting the shittiest stuff in the game. So that's how it's not guaranteed you're getting anything good. And also how manipulative it is, and how it can speak to the addict, the people that are addicted to this, and you know, could go below the poverty line. And considering that the fuck up of President America has, yeah. So first I'm gonna be getting the easier thing off. All right, and that's not gonna take me most of my stream to get off my chest. The microtransactions. So when it was first announced for Battlefront 2 there was going to be microtransactions, I was not happy, but then at the same time I shrugged it off, because I said, you know, we're just going to ignore them. Nobody's going to buy them, and I'm just going to play the game normally. I haven't bought a single microtransaction. I only bought the $80 pre-order game / the $15 bonus. If you really consider that a microtransaction, let me know. Because if that is, that was only a way for me to get started on the game. So I kind of, yeah, I think that was, so, yeah, but apart from the $15 thing they offered me when I was getting the game at GameStop to pick it up, which I said yes to, because I had $15 in my pocket for some reason, at the time. I wasn't too concerned when it was announced back at E3 in June of 2017, because I said I wasn't gonna buy them. But after realizing though that there's probably gonna be a ton of rich fucks that are gonna play this game, some rich 8-year-olds that are spoiled, where they get a $2,000 allowance. Yeah, like I was kind of concerned there how these rich 8-year-olds. I mean, luckily there's not too many, but there are still rich 8-year-olds. Sadly, I was concerned there, but I was gonna think though they would just have it and they were gonna suck. Luckily, microtransactions were removed on Friday, so that's good, because not too many people are able to buy them. Only people that were addicted or wanted to dominate the Battlefront. even though you dominate with skill, not with better things. Like, you can have the crappiest stuff, but if you have a great skill, like if you can play this game amazingly and you have the worst stuff, I think you'll stand a chance against people that buy microtransactions, that buy like thousands of dollars worth of in-game crystals, because they may suck at the game. And look, the point is, it's been removed for now, so we really shouldn't be nagging. The fact that they wanted to do that concerns me, that they attempted to do it, but the community, us the players, stopped them. That's concerning. They tried it and they failed, luckily. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was like, when they announced it, I also was afraid it was going to become like GTA Online, where they would just start milking us for money. Like they post the worst content or kind of repeat themselves, even though it's harder in a shooter game to do that than in a free mode game. Yeah, I was afraid of them milking us, but again, since it's been removed for now. Sadly, they're gonna put it back at a later date, unless the community puts their foot down and say no. You're not gonna put it in a later date. Otherwise, we're not gonna give this game good reviews, and we'll fuck it up for you. Like, it's already like, I wonder, like, has any company ever tried not screwing the player over? And maybe that's how they get double the amount of profit that GTA would by screwing the player over. Like, I wonder if any of these companies have ever tried that, and they're gonna be brave enough to try that. Probably not, because these CEOs, they need that cash. Right? They need to be these rich. You get the idea. Hopefully, the American government sees microtransaction as a form of gambling, and if they do, that'd be amazing. Because I know countries like Belgium, they are looking at it, and they are seeing it as a way of gambling. In countries like Belgium. So that's good if they remove, yeah. So I think for the EA thing, us, the community, we need to stay as vocal as we can about this, and saying you're not gonna put, if you put microtransactions in the game, we're gonna make it harder for you, and we'll give it bad reviews. Modders will come on. It's not gonna be a good time. So keep microtransactions out. Like, I agree that microtransactions shouldn't be in a game you paid $60 or $80 for. It's ridiculous. Like they don't need that much more profit. I think they could profit double if they didn't fuck the player over. Like, one company should try that, and I bet you, random viewer who's watching, that'll probably generate double the revenue that a game like GTA would, and it has microtransactions. Alright. So yeah, I've gotten the EA thing off my chest. Also, I've heard about the situation between the Martinez twins and Jake Paul. I believe them. Like, they wouldn't really... I believe them. I mean, Spain is a more troubled country. I'm not saying they're not like other worse countries like Saudi Arabia, but they're troubled. Spain, and I believe the Martinez twins. And I'm gonna give my opinion is Jake Paul's being a greedy dick, and he just wants to generate revenue. He needs more money. So he's making sure the twins doesn't give some money to Spain to help their family out so Jake Paul gets more money. So now let's get the thing I really want to get off my chest. And this is about GTA. And the reason why I haven't been playing recently. Primarily because of the prices, how bad it's getting. And also I miss the old days. By I mean the old days, I mean like just after Finance and Felony came out, where there isn't too many militarized vehicles and the DLCs weren't the same. I miss those days. You know, it sucks to see this good game that made me happy for hours and hours now piss me off because of the overpricing and how they're just trying to milk us for every last cent we have as the players. It's fucked up. Like, Take-Two, that it's $1 billion game. They don't need this much more profit off of it. Like that's not how the world works, alright? If you rise prices, of course people are gonna complain and you can't deny it, alright? They say the game's under-monetized. Bullshit. Like, there was an interview of Take-Two, or I forget who, I think Rockstar CEO, or somebody that was connected. To Rockstar. Right, like they say the game's under-monetized. That is such a lie. Alright, the game's not under-monetized. You could buy a car in-game for $100 of real-life money. Alright, plus the customization, which is ridiculously overpriced now. Like, back in 2013, spending $100 on the game, I understand that was a lot. Like, that really could get you a lot of stuff. It was like real life, kind of. Where if you have $8 million in real life, it's going to get you a decent amount of stuff. It won't get you everything, but it's going to get you a good amount of stuff. Shark cards, also, I'm going to say, I am kind of saying shark cards are unbalanced. They are. Alright? Because if you see in my streams, I had to buy the Megalodon shark card. Or I didn't buy it, I used there's cash for apps. But if I actually spent my own birthday money or some legitimate money I earned or was able to scrape together, you know, I would not. You guys get the idea how overpriced everything in GTA is. It's ridiculous. Like, it makes the game not fun to play. And also there's too much. The DLCs are exactly the same. Like, when I was praising them, guys, I was praising the vehicles. I obviously put the context in absolute shit. But I meant to say the vehicles are getting better and better, which is true. Except for a few exceptions, the vehicles are getting cool. But they're so overpriced. Like I'm saying, the prices are almost like the inflation. Like it would be a few $1,000s to buy a piece of clothing in the year 2030. I mean, in the year 3017, when everything is doubled, like the monetization is going up. It would be like $1 nowadays. $1 back then in the 50s was a lot, but nowadays though it's nothing. All right, it can buy you maybe a cheap ice cream at some crappy convenience store. Yeah. Yeah, I can see I feel strongly about this and how it's ridiculous, how Rockstar's, they're desperate for the player revenue. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm lost for words on how bad it's gotten. And the drip feeding content is not better. And the drip feeding content is just a way for them to be lazy, right? So they can milk you for even more money because they don't tell you. They overprice all the vehicles in the game, right? And then and the initial DLC, and they don't tell you about the drip fed vehicles until it's too late. You've already spent it, and then you have to buy more shark cards because the job payouts are absolutely awful. It's a $60 game. Like why do I have to spend that much more extra money on a $60 game? Alright, it's ridiculous. I spent $60 of my own money that I earned. Only to find out that the only way to play the game without getting fucked is by buying microtransactions, because the jobs are god awful. Like some of them are boring, or the ones that are fun, they don't pay. The pay is nothing. Yes, we won. Yeah. And also, this is kind of old news. This is back in June, but Rockstar tried to ban single-player mods. Alright, and they said it was because they were using, like, pirated stuff, you know. Some really dodgy shit. I don't remember. It's all old news now, but you can clearly tell that they only did that just because they wanted more money off of GTA Online. Obviously, that's not how the world works. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It was almost something to laugh at, like how stupid they were to think that that's how the world works, where if you ban something in single player, if you ban mods in single player, everybody's gonna go buy shark cards in GTA Online. That's not how the world works, Take-Two. Like, that was really frustrating. I forgot to do a video on that. And by the way, I'm talking about GTA, and you notice I'm not using GTA footage. That's because I don't want to play the game, because, like, I miss the old days. I really do, where it felt more like a Grand Theft Auto game, where there was cars. The theme was cars, not microtransactions. Yes, the military vehicles at first were kind of unbalanced, but now it's unbalanced with normal vehicles. And they're adding, like, Mad Max style vehicles in the game, which GTA and the Apocalypse don't really go together. I'm gonna say that, like, Grand Theft Auto and a Mad Max style thing, they don't go together very well. Alright, in GTA you have a developed area where you're a criminal, but in Mad Max you have the complete opposite, where it's a free apocalyptic world, and if you do the crap you do in GTA, you can get away with it. So I don't like how they're doing that, how they're kind of stealing off of other ideas, like, they're taking other ideas, or putting it into their own game just to generate more revenue, and they're not really thinking of what GTA was based off of. Which was cars and stuff. Cars and being a criminal, not about crazy apocalypse vehicles. That's only the apocalypse vehicles. They're adding too many military style vehicles in. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of want another vehicle focused, something like Cunning Stunts, where they add these supercars or Bennies. Something that's more realistic, with crazy customization, with crazy themes. I mean, they could have, like, apocalypse themes and customization, which is realistic and how to fit GTA. These, like, apocalypse style customizations, liveries, but not. By I mean apocalypse style, I mean just painting. Not bringing a truck and then putting a giant plow with knives on it, and then going through the streets or putting a machine gun on it. Like, I really think GTA needs to stay away from Apocalypse, and they need to start focusing more on stuff we want, like a corrupt cops DLC. Like, it would be really fun if you could be a police officer. I mean, in the GTA, maybe sticking to the theme, you could be a corrupt cop, or like a corrupt emergency service, where you could join the FIB and then be a corrupt agent, or do the same with the IAA or military, fire department, paramedics, you name it. And there's also a lot of stuff they haven't used in their game, like the fuck. Alright, sorry, I'm getting frustrated because of the service connection stuff. I mean, I really do miss when we were getting Lowrider DLCs because, well, yes, they were boring. At least it was a GTA themed vehicles update where it really felt like it was a Grand Theft Auto thing, where with these dodgy lowriders hanging out with criminals and shit. Now the game's, you're shifting more away from being a criminal to a national terrorist, because I'm pretty sure a criminal wouldn't use a tank or an armored personnel carrier or fighter jets. A criminal would use, yes, a criminal would have an arsenal of guns and stuff, but not crazy, not these crazy, like miniguns and stuff. Like, it really feels like they're, I mean, I was just praising the vehicles, so I'm only praising them because of how cool they are. But I'm saying, though, we don't need them in GTA. Like, I'd be just fine without them. Even though they are cool to have, maybe they should be a single-player thing. Alright, because in single-player, you did do some international stuff. Alright, like, the theme was to be this bank robber. Was to be as Michael. Was to team up with your friends, you know, to make money via heists and stuff. And get involved and do whatever pays. That includes committing national crimes. That's more of a single-player thing. But non-online, the theme really was to be a criminal. You know, do drug dealing, do dodgy ass, hang out with dodgy things. I mean, hang out with dodgy people, like Lamar. But nope. They've really strayed away from that, the theme of online, and back in 2013, which was really to be the baddest criminal you can be, not terrorist, criminal. There's a difference. Terrorists, they're like militarized criminals. The criminal you want to be in GTA, the criminal that GTA focuses on is more like gangster, drug dealer. Which, yes, drug dealers can do some international shit, but they don't do the stuff you do in the game, which is, and by I mean criminal stuff, I don't mean, I think smuggling would be okay, but smuggling drugs, with vehicles that aren't that obvious to detect, like, not too obvious things. So the DLCs in GTA the vehicles are getting cooler and cooler, but they're going away from the original point of GTA, which is to be a criminal, not a national terrorist that owns an arsenal of military vehicles. Yeah. So now the second part of the rant is microtransactions and how they can really be, they're thirsty now for money and they're just milking the player base. So how they're doing that is back in 2013 when you bought a shark card, even the $100,000 one that could get you I could get you something. Now with the $100,000 thing, it can get you a T-shirt. All right. Back in the day, it can get you a car and customization, slash some clothing and a cheap apartment, a really cheap apartment. Nowadays, though, it can get you a T-shirt, and maybe if you're lucky, cheap or a cheap-ass outfit that you only see noobs wear. And now let's do the big shark cards, the Megalodon. Back in 2013, that could get you a lot of stuff back in 2013. It could get you an expensive car, expensive clothing, expensive homes, and you'd still have money left over. Right? You could get more. You could get more properties like the garages, the expensive homes, expensive customization, and the most expensive clothing, which back then the game was, I think that the worst was like 1,000. Not even, I think, lower. Yeah. Now today, what one Megalodon could get you? A car, no customization, or it could get you some clothing, and not all the clothing. I'm only saying some. All right, $100 in real life can only get you some clothing. And it can get you a cheap apartment. By I mean cheap, I mean like them, or it can get you an expensive apartment. Fine, I'll give that to them. The apartment, the like real estate in the game, like Dykeston 88. That's not too bad, but it can look. You guys have seen in my stream that how it can barely get me stuff, and how I have to buy the cheapest stuff. But back in the day, though, you could get the most expensive things. So yeah, the inflation is horrible. Now the part where they're milking us, what they're doing is they're putting out, the drip feeding is getting god awful. How? It's because they're putting months of drip feeding stuff in, right? And they overprice it. They don't tell you the prices, by the way. Like, you have to rely on modders to do that, or people that look in the code. So it means if you don't watch YouTube, or I mean, you should. Anyway, that means if you don't watch the videos that go over the price of the new vehicles, and you spend all your money on the vehicles that came with the initial launch, and say you see the coolest vehicles like the Hunter, from Smuggler's Run, or not even, you have to buy another shark card, because by the time that releases, you'll only have half of what it costs, a quarter, probably. You won't. So what they do is they basically force you to. You basically have to buy shark cards if you want to play GTA, and it's getting ridiculously hard for new players that want to get into the game. Even though I really wouldn't recommend it, because well, I guess the DLCs are free. How free are they? Like, you have to beg that question. How free are they if everything is so overpriced? To the point where you kind of have to buy a shark card if you want to play. And you have to buy a Megalodon. Like, not even the $50 one is worth much. Back in 2013, it could get you, again, a lot. Not as much as a Megalodon would back in the day, but it really could get you a lot. Now it can barely get you a car. If anything, you can barely buy an apartment. slash garage. That's it. Yeah. And they're reusing the same ideas, like gun running. When I phrased it again, I meant for the vehicles, even though I stated, I'm saying I like the vehicles, but then though they really don't belong in online. They should be single player vehicles. So that belongs in single player. Alright, where you are as Trevor, because let's face it, Trevor, the character, he's crazy. He robbed the military. He stole a nuke and was willing to sell it to the Chinese. Then Michael and Franklin went along with it. So, yeah, you guys can see how the vehicles they're adding just don't fit in to online, and then they're only trying to milk you. And I'm also gonna say that there's no single player DLC. That's part of the reason why they fired Leslie Benzies, right? Which he was interested in a single player DLC. Like, he didn't seem as interested in fucking up over the community as much as whoever's in charge now, like the Hauser brothers or Strauss fucking Zelnick, which she's not doing a good job of being the CEO because he's just milking us players for money now. Like, I'm shocked the game hasn't died yet. I really am. But it hasn't. This is cool. It's really apparent that they're just milking us for money, and by denying it, that just proves our point. Because of course they're not gonna tell us that they're milking us, because then nobody's gonna buy their game. But I think they either need to stop it so that that's truthful, or they should say something together so that proves our point. Probably nobody gets what I'm saying, probably. Yeah. So now I'm talking about how unbalanced stuff is. So the game is unbalanced as fuck. If you're new, you have to buy Starwars. Like, there really is no other way, because you know, there's no way you can. If you're a level 2, there's no way you're gonna stand a chance against somebody that has an APC or a militarized vehicle. Like, there's just no way. They made that almost impossible unless you're a hacker. I think, and they're only doing this just because they profit off of it. So my suggestion to everybody is don't play GTA, okay? There's better games like Battlefront 2. Well, yes, I disagree with the microtransaction part. It's been removed for now, so I think we should take advantage that one game listened to us. And Rockstar, they know they're getting this negative feedback, and they seem to not give a shit. Like, it is interesting because us, the fans of Battlefront 2, we have somewhat of a power over them. Even though in the past that's not how it's been. So it's interesting. What I recommend doing is I recommend playing something new, like Call of Duty World War II or Battlefront 2, or Just anything other than GTA. Alright, well, yes, again, I am happy that GTA gives us free DLCs. They're just copies, because gun running was pretty much exactly the same as the biker DLC, except it was more overpriced. I kind of like, and the theme wasn't really a GTA one. Bikers was a GTA thing, because they didn't have ridiculous military gear. They had bikes, drugs, and guns, what a typical criminal would have, as well as Brotherhood, because it's kind of like a thing in biking games. Yeah. Oh no, I really am unhappy that what Rockstar's doing. To us, the players, they're lucky that people still play their game, and to some part, I am shocked. I think what should happen is everybody should stop playing GTA Online. Like get a single player copy on the PC, and if you want to use all the stuff, mod everything in, and have a mod up like a co-op thing, or a remote co-op mod, so you can play with your friends in single player. I mean, obviously Rockstar would not permit of that, but who cares? Like, fuck you, Rockstar. Like, you're fucking us over completely. Why would anybody want to support you? Really? Unless you're some dumb 8-year-old or Mr. Boss for the win, you're not gonna want to support them. Or some dumb Disney kid. They're not their, yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Switching to thermal.
Let me know what you guys think. Alright, if you still agree with shark cards, you're out of your mind, or you don't think and Rockstar's just paying you, then the Rockstar wouldn't, so, since they're so money hungry. Yeah, if you still agree with shark cards, I'm letting you know right now, you're out of your fucking mind. And you need to see it. You need to go to an insane asylum. Because if you still support shark cards, like, I'm being dead serious. Go to an insane asylum. You need help. Like, your brain. Yeah. You guys see. I really want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys please agree with me, right? Because I don't want to know that all my subscribers need to go to an insane asylum because they support fucking shark cards in GTA. Back to the unbalancing thing. They're completely unbalanced. Alright, if you're new, 8 million. I said earlier, $8 million can just get you a car and a property and some clothing. That's it. I mean, yes, if you see me, me really trying to conserve my money. I mean, it could get you an eye button in the DLCs, but that's only if you're smart about how you spend it. Because trust me, if I had way more, if I was rich, I think I'd have a better PC. I'd have a PC, so I probably wouldn't be playing online, but still, yeah. I think I'm probably gonna do another rant tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. So guys, this is 999 signing out, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next episode. Peace!